Welcome to this tutorial on Kotlin.test, focusing on assertions and domain-specific language features. Kotlin.test is Kotlin's native testing library that provides a powerful and intuitive way to write tests. In this video, we'll explore how to use its assertion functions and understand the DSL structure that makes testing in Kotlin both expressive and maintainable. Whether you're new to testing or coming from other testing frameworks, Kotlin.test offers a clean, multi-platform approach that works seamlessly across JVM, JavaScript, and native platforms. Kotlin.test is the official multi-platform testing library developed by JetBrains for the Kotlin programming language. It provides a unified API that works consistently across JVM, JavaScript, and native platforms, making it ideal for multi-platform projects. The library offers a comprehensive set of assertion functions and test structure annotations that integrate seamlessly with popular testing frameworks like JUnit and test.ng. This means you can write your tests once using Kotlin.test's API, and they'll work regardless of which underlying testing framework you're using on each platform. Getting started with Kotlin.test is straightforward. You simply need to add one dependency to your Gradle build file. In your build.gradle.kts file, add the test implementation dependency for org.jetbrains.kotlin:/kotlin-test. This single dependency will automatically configure the appropriate testing framework for your platform. For JVM projects, it integrates with JUnit. For JavaScript projects, it uses the appropriate JS test runner. And for native projects, it provides the necessary testing infrastructure. Once you sync your Gradle project, you're ready to start writing tests. Kotlin.test provides a comprehensive set of basic assertion functions. The assertEquals function checks if two values are equal. assertNotEquals verifies that two values are different. assertTrue confirms that a Boolean condition evaluates to true, while assertFalse checks that it evaluates to false. For nullable types, assertNull verifies that a value is null, and assertNotNull ensures that a value is not null. These fundamental assertions cover most common testing scenarios and provide clear, readable test code that's easy to understand and maintain. Type assertions in Kotlin.test are particularly powerful because they leverage Kotlin's smart casting feature. The assertIs function checks if a value is of a specific type, and if the assertion passes, the value is automatically smart cast to that type. This means you can immediately access type-specific properties and methods without explicit casting. For example, if you assert is string on a variable, you can then access its length property directly. The assertIsNot function does the opposite, verifying that a value is not of a specific type. These type-safe assertions help catch type-related bugs early in the development process. Working with collections is common in Kotlin, and Kotlin.test provides specialized assertions for them. The assert contains function checks whether a collection contains a specific element, making it easy to verify that expected items are present. The assertContent_equals function performs a deep equality check between two collections, comparing not just the references, but the actual content of both collections. You can also use standard assertions like assertTrue with collection methods, such as isEmpty to verify collection states. These collection-specific assertions make testing data structures intuitive and expressive. Testing error handling is crucial for robust applications, and Kotlin.test makes it simple. The assertFailsWith function verifies that a specific exception type is thrown by a block of code. You specify the exception type as a generic parameter and pass a lambda containing the code that should throw the exception. If the expected exception is thrown, the test passes. If a different exception is thrown or no exception occurs, the test fails. The assertFails function is more general. It simply checks that any exception or assertion error is thrown without caring about the specific type. These functions ensure your error handling logic works as expected. The test structure in Kotlin.test follows a clean and familiar pattern. You create a test class to group related tests together. Each test method is marked with the @test annotation, which tells the testing framework that this method should be executed as a test. Inside the test method, you arrange your test data, act on the code under test, and assert the expected outcomes. In this example, we have a calculator test class with a test addition method that verifies the add function returns the correct result. This structure is simple, readable, and follows testing best practices that make your tests easy to understand and maintain. Kotlin.test provides lifecycle annotations to help manage test setup and cleanup. The @BeforeTest annotation marks a method that runs before each test method in the class. This is useful for initializing test fixtures, creating database connections, or setting up mock objects that multiple tests need. The @AfterTest annotation marks a method that runs after each test completes, regardless of whether the test passed or failed. This is where you perform cleanup operations like closing database connections, deleting temporary files, or resetting shared state. These lifecycle methods help keep your tests independent and prevent state from leaking between tests, which is essential for reliable test suites. Every assertion function in kotlin.test accepts an optional message parameter that provides context when an assertion fails. This is incredibly valuable for debugging because it tells you not just that something failed, but why it was expected to succeed. In the first example, if the assertion fails, the message expected total to be 10 will be displayed along with the actual value. In the second example, the message user should be active provides business context about what the test was verifying. Writing descriptive assertion messages is a best practice that makes test failures much easier to diagnose, especially in large test suites or continuous integration environments where you might not be able to immediately debug the failure.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.